West Bank CDC is working with neighborhood residents and community partners to increase safety in the Cedar East area of the neighborhood. This map shows the area referred to as Cedar East. It's bounded by 5th Street on the north, 20th Avenue on the east, I-94 on the south, and behind the retail shops along Cedar Avenue on the west. A focal point of the crime issues is the 5th Street Garden, which is shown here on the map, located just off Cedar Avenue on 5th Street. The housing in Cedar East is not as dense as on the west side of Cedar. It's composed mostly of single-family homes. There are also duplexes, townhomes. There's a condo building, and there are small walk-up apartment buildings. The housing includes both rental and home ownership units. All of the residents of Cedar East pay fees to share common spaces, which include private streets such as this street, 5th Street, and 19th Avenue. There are also interior green areas. These are sometimes used for community events. And residents also share parking lots. The crime issue identified by residents is young men hanging out in these common areas and engaging in illegal activity, including trespassing, smoking pot, and suspected drug dealing. The drug dealing appears to be linked to Cedar Avenue. There's also a lot of vandalism and car break-ins. One night this summer, 4 cars in this lot had their tires slashed. And there's also constant graffiti. It gets put up again as soon as residents cover it up. In November of 2013, there was a rash of robberies of person or muggings. 3 residents of this building were mugged during that 1 month right in front of their home. And in addition, there is public drinking, urination, use of harassing language, which generally creates a threatening and intimidating environment. Sometimes residents are hesitant to talk about the activity because they do have a fear of retaliation, but when interviewed, some themes come up repeatedly. Residents say they feel disrespected, they feel intimidated, they feel a lack of freedom to move around the neighborhood. They feel generally unsafe and like the neighborhood is not ours. Here are some quotes from residents. They say, "You feel very disrespected and like your space is just invaded. They take away your freedom to walk through the neighborhood. It makes me feel like the neighborhood is not ours." In talking about walking through the 5th Street Garden, one resident said, "It's a narrow passage and it's intimidating to pass through that way because you don't want to be harassed. The presence of 5 to 6 young men is intimidating. I go out less. I'm very apprehensive. Is there going to be someone standing on the other side of the fence? It feels like the police don't care."